This episode of Cape and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. With awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Cape and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone. Strap yourselves in for a hell of a ride. I am Phil, joining me as always, master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And master of, I don't know, limboing under his camera. I don't know what he's been doing. It is.
I was finishing off a little bit of my dinner. Matt Kona here, master of trying to not have a filthy beard for the screenshot of this thumbnail when this goes up online.
I was about to ask him what he's having, but I was like, if we wait 5 minutes, it might just be caught in that beard. It might be
yeah, you know.
You know
what? Leave it up to let the listeners guess.
Oh, that would be a
comment section. It'll drive up the post, right?
Take a screenshot of him with his dinner all through his beard, and we'll be like, whoever guesses the correct answer, something. Oh,
get some Marvel Team Up 113.
Yeah, you're gonna dig it out.
Is that mashed potato?
I'll dig it out of storage. Oh man, is it?
All right, so yeah, we got an oversized issue tonight. Starblast #1.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Ray is chomping at the bit. Speaking of Ray from Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, I believe, I guess started in the last episode. I think he said it drops tomorrow. It's probably either tomorrow or Thursday, but
nice.
So if you're listening to this on the podcast, yeah, it's already up. We talked the Blood Brothers arc from Mark Spector Moon Knight. So good, but so 90s, guest starring the Punisher.
Yes.
Did Ghost Rider make an appearance? I mean,
not that one, no.
Not that one, okay.
What was it? Issues 35 through 38? Yeah, Ghost Rider was like issue 25 of Mark Spector. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, it was 90s. They were all in there. Punisher, Ghost Rider made an appearance. Spider-Man was in there once or twice, yeah.
Well, Spidey was always kind of the unofficial, official.
He was usually the first
every
issue.
New series.
Yeah. First issue, right?
It's so funny. Like every other guest, like big 90s guest was like ultra violent. It was like, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Wolverine, but it was like Spider. Well, I guess Spider-Man's like the biggest, the most well-known name there. So it's like if Spider-Man guest stars in your book, it's like, oh, you made it,
Mm-hmm.
Unless you really mess it up looking at you, NFL Super Pro.
Or Transformers, that.
Oh yeah, well they made it to 80. That's not bad.
That was the 80s. That was okay, and it made it to it was 80 of a 4-issue series. So
exactly. I mean, unfortunately they made it 20 more issues than Quasar. So
that's true. That's true.
I was reading a 90s comic today, or actually no, it was last night, because I had a memory as a kid of getting the comic version of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey without seeing the movie. And my friends were talking about their favorite parts of the movie, and I had read the comic, so I mentioned a part that I liked, and they just looked at me real weird because apparently it wasn't in the movie. And and then for years, I just never saw the movie. And then there's a new Bill and Ted Face the Music that's out. I haven't seen it yet. But I wanted to watch Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey first. And then I'm like obsessed with what part did I talk about to my friends. And so I ordered the comic online and I read it last night. I'm still not 100%, but I think there's a part involving a hallucination of a big Easter bunny in hell. And I think that's not in the movie. But there
maybe it should have been.
Yeah. But there was a July Cool-O-Meter that featured Quasar in the issue. and he was smack dab at number 14 out of 29. And to give you guys just a little insight into how cool this July was, the coolest was Infinity Gauntlet. The most uncool was Regis and Kathy Lee.
Okay.
Which was just right behind Ponytails on Men and Vanilla Ice. And, but Quasar was just cooler than Geographic Undesirability. And he's cooler than that. And the Flash TV show. Ooh, that's controversial.
Oh, that's...
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Twin Peaks. Wow. But he's not as cool as Softball or Anne Rice's The Witching Hour. So.
Okay.
And Rollerblades. So I don't know. That's. I took a shot of it. I'll send it. I'll put it in our Eon's Closet Facebook group. Join now.
Boy, and then Marvel's probably like, why isn't this Quasar book selling? Oh, maybe because we're poo-pooing on it?
Yeah. Internally.
Maybe because,
for the public to see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's from Wisconsin, which is geographic undesirability.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that entails. Might have been.
Oh, hey, but you were talking about 90s comics. It got me thinking, what is that? I think it's Saturday the 26th. I'm supposed to talk to DG Chichester. Well, me and Lilith now we're going to be talking to him. He wrote like, I think it's like 4 years of Daredevil, like straight on through Daredevil. I mean, he wrote Fall of the Kingpin, Fall from Grace, all that stuff.
Did he do some of the Midnight Sun stuff too?
He might have. I can't remember, but I know. Yeah, I really want to talk to him about his big Daredevil run. But if you guys want in, I mean, you're more than welcome. It's like, well, I think it was like 10 a.m. that Saturday morning or whatever. Will's like, well, it's me and Lilith now because originally I had Ray. Ray was going to stay up late, his time and do it.
Yeah.
And then what was it, Sunday or Monday? He messaged me. He's like, I can't do it. He's like, I was going to stay up, really late and do it. He's like, but I got what did he say, a Bucks party that night?
Oh, he's watching the
UCK. No, he's not watching the Pirates. No.
Oh yeah, I was going to say the Milwaukee Bucks basketball team.
Oh, I think the Pirates basketball team. No,
Bucket Lilith.
He goes
or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the new Tom Brady team.
So do you guys know what a Bucks party is? Because I was like, wait, Bucks party?
Is it like a bachelor party?
Yes, because he's like, oh, a stag party. I said, oh, a bachelor party. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Yes. So yeah. So next time, Ray, you want to get in on he's let me in on some of his interviews, but yeah, next time you want to talk to a 90s great, I'll remind you that you could have been in on one, but you had to look at naked women.
Yeah.
Forget who he said. I don't think it's for a friend or something, but yeah, I was just okay.
Wait, was he hired for this party or? No?
Oh my God! Wait till he listens to this. Well, no, we were talking strip clubs or something on me and Lilith on Ultimate Spider-Cast. Oh, because we said like she's had a ton of jobs. She used to like DJ and like she used to DJ in like strip clubs and stuff. And we're like, oh, I wonder if Ray's ever been in a strip club, Mr. Innocent over there. And he had, after he listened to the episode, he had to rate me. He's like, I've been to plenty of strip clubs. He's like, even in other countries. I'm like,
I've been to heaps. Yeah. I technically have been to strip clubs in other countries. I went to one in Mexico. It's another country, even though I walked there to Mexico. It didn't feel like entering another country. But
was the donkey on stage at the time?
No. There were no stages.
Oh, jeez.
There's a New Mexico. Sorry.
Yeah. No. We walked from New Mexico into regular Mexico. Yeah. It was like going back in time.
Conan was like, we got to get the car up to 88. Oh, good Lord. But yes. So Ray's going to kill me. He's a connoisseur of strip clubs all over the world. Hey, baby, what do you like?
couple of balls down the gob.
He's been to strip clubs in every country on the continent of Australia.
Well, he should be trying to paycheck the amount of material we get from Ray.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta give material back to Ray. And that's why we have a double-sized issue. I didn't even look ahead to how many pages are in this, but
All right, before we jump into this, yes, I was for our Batman podcast, I'm thinking of a name change. Might do a contest looking for the best name, but yeah, before the Bat, that we named that when we were talking the Gotham TV show. I'm like, that really doesn't make sense now. So I wanted a new name, something with Batman in the title because it's popular. Because I was messing with Ray. I used this joke before, but I love it. I'm just like, oh, maybe we should call it Into the Dark Knight, the Batman podcast.
Batman. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
That is right.
Hi, Jan.
Oh my lord, it's so fun. Everyone's saying that now because Conan, didn't you write to me the one day? Oh, when we're scheduling something, you're like, sounds like a plan, Jan.
yes.
Every so often, me and Lil back and forth will be like, sounds like a plan, Jan. The Australians have invaded.
Yeah.
Tricky Dicky.
All right, should we get to this double-sized issue?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's.
hey, did anyone watch The Boys? It came back on. They dropped the first 3 episodes last week.
I watched the first episode and a few minutes of the second episode, and a guy that I used to do comedy with in Boston is the guy who plays Eagle the Archer, Langston.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Could you get an interview?
Yeah. I probably could if you want me to. I mean,
Yeah, please reach out, man. Yeah,
Yeah. Sure.
that'd be awesome.
So how did it? How was the first? I seen the first season, but we haven't had a chance to. We're still trudging through Voyager at this point.
It's pretty good. I'd say it's probably about the same quality, right, Kona?
Yeah, I mean, I watched when it first came out. I watched it all in a pretty tight period of time.
Yeah.
So
Well-
I didn't like rewatch any of the first season before I started watching this. So it took me a second to be like, okay, I remember like how it ended, but I forgot like all the details that they're all wanted, or being framed for what happened to the lady. I forget the actress's name. That got.
Oh yeah, I forget her name too. Yeah.
So Elizabeth Shue? No.
Shoot.
Yeah,
isn't-
that's the
yeah.
actress. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they dropped the first 3 episodes last week, and now I guess they're going to be doing 1 a week for the rest of this season now.
Oh, so that's how they're gonna play it. I get you.
Yeah, so you can't binge the whole season at once.
Unless you wait till the end.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let's get to what Ray's dying here. No, not strippers. Starblast number 1. That's right, we're here. As I said, strap yourselves in. Raiders of the Galaxies wrecking havoc on Earth. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, isn't this supposed to be a big Quasar storyline? He's not even on the cover.
He's not even on the cover, yeah.
I know it kind of looks like a Warlock Quasar mashup. It was a little deceiving on the cover, but no, it's clearly Adam Warlock. So let's do it.
It's a nice cover.
Yeah. So do we? I know we've kind of like backed into this, but is this Starblast Timber? Is this Starblast Timber?
September, October. All right.
Fall back into Starblast October. Tim Brack. Yeah.
Is there a doctor in the house? I think Conan pulled something. But yes.
All right. I guess I am Uatu continuing.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can remember who was who. Yeah. So wait, Starblast number 1 from January 1994. Oh yeah. Oh, is that him the yellow
That's
box.
him. Yeah, he's doing the caption. All right. Here we go. Most of the universe is empty space.
Like Australia.
Scattered through space at irregular intervals are hot, swirling balls of luminous gas called stars. Spinning out about some of the stars are clumps of cooled matter called planets. And circling certain planets are other clumps of matter called moons. On a small proportion of these planets and moons, sentient life has evolved. Life like me. I am Yuatu, one of a race of sentient beings called the Watchers, who, like the stars, are scattered across the universe. My race's purpose in life is to observe and record the wonders of the universe for posterity. We avoid contact with other sentient beings, and above all, never use our vast physical and mental capacities to interfere in the events we observe. Witness then my profound mortification as I learn that an immense catastrophe is about to rack the primary planet of my purview, the Earth, its moon, and some of its most powerful champions. And I am indirectly at fault. The starship on my view screen has just emerged from hyperspace on the far side of the moon that is my base. Aboard the ship are some of the most
Want me to do it?
Sure, if you want.
So this is an all-seeing, all-knowing watcher. You did not watch out for Nyborn the Monitor, did you? Come with me, Watcher. The Starblasters have need of you.
The intruder vanishes with the Watcher in tow. Across the lunar surface, they arc at near light speed, passing in less time than it takes to tell from the side that perpetually faces the Earth to the side that perpetually faces away, till they reach an ebony ship in a stationary orbit on the far side of the moon. The ship floats, so just be prepared. I'm sure Will's going to do a Dark Side of the Moon joke some point in the vision. The ship floats there ominously, like a disease-carrying insect playing dead. And the title, Once in a Blue Moon. Mark Grunwald, writer. Herb Trimpe, penciler, so blame him. Ralph Cabrera, inker. Michael Higgins, letterer. Paul Beckton, colorist. Mike Rockwitz, editor. Ralph Macchio, group editor. And Tom DeFalco, sector editor. But yes, inside the ship. We've got a lot of crawly aliens, so.
Matt, do you want to be the love child of Megatron and Skeletor?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So you said inside, right?
Yes.
Okay. Skeletron, Nightborn is back.
You have him?
Coney, you were the green guy. Is that the green guy?
Yeah.
Of course.
Bring him to me. I will apply the restraining implementation.
Good. Even if... Oh, wait. Sorry, this is the two-page frame.
Yeah. Yes, Insidio, quickly. Before he wakes, Watcher's eyes are said to be able to bore holes into your brain.
Then you need not worry, Threcker.
Good. Even if we did not have need of his knowledge, we would be well served to incapacitate this particular Watcher, for he has been rumored to abandon his oath and warn certain of his subjects of abject threats to their existence. Watchers see everything and know everything within their observation horizon. This one knows more than any other about the object we seek. Sidio.
He will be ready at time one.
Do not fail me. I need not remind you of the importance of our mission here. The future of the cosmos will be determined by the deeds of each and every one of us aboard the Starblast.
Agreed, Prime One. So he's a love child of Megatron and Skeletor, but he calls him Prime One.
Yeah.
Wow, we're hitting all the cartoons, aren't we?
all the big Transformers are going on. Roll out. The Watcher is ready.
Tell us about tell us all you know about the Star brand.
right, we'll take a breath.
Here we go. Yes. It all began when I became restless with the ability and with reality and sought to observe alternate worlds where history took divergent paths. Toward that end, I had installed a portal device by which I could peer into a multitude of dimensions. All was well until one of Earth's rogue superhumans, the living laser, flew into my device in a highly energized state. While attempting to escape the designated protector of the universe, a fellow human named Quasar, the living laser was transported into the alternate world I had been observing. Attempting to return to his rightful world, the superhuman entered my observation portal from the other end, succeeding only in diverging multiple counterparts to wreak more havoc in dimensions not his own. Finally, I was forced to seek help. So I went to the human whose presence caused the laser to flee into my dimensional viewer in the first place. I told Quasar how I was unable to rectify the situation due to the restrictions of my oath of non-interference. Reluctantly, he agreed to gather the living laser's renegade counterparts for me. Quasar succeeded in capturing them when he found himself caught between two of the most destructive individuals in all the multiverse, locked in a battle that never took place in this cosmos. Quasar disappeared in the resultant explosion. For untold hours, I scanned all possible universes into which he might have been hurled. All to no avail. Quasar appeared to be annihilated from all reality. A few days later, he rematerialized within Earth's nexus of realities. Quasar later claimed that he had been flung outside the multiverse, the continuum of universes that comprise all reality, into a new universe, vastly different, distant and different from our own. Is this really blurry on your guys' copy?
Yeah.
I got the paper and it looks kind of blurry. Yeah.
When his quantum band's power burned out, he managed to acquire the unknown energy object he called the Starbrand and used it to make the quantum jump back home. Though he thought he used up the brand's power in transit, he actually transferred the power to his human companion, Kayla Ballantyne, in an emotional embrace. Since her acquisition of the power, the Earthwoman has been the target of one entity after another trying to acquire from her the anomalous power source. She now seeks nothing more than to rid herself of the brand, believing that those with dark designs upon it will continue to plague her as long as the power resides in her.
Woo. For those of you who haven't been reading Quasar.
Yeah.
For the last 4 years.
And like when they did a flashback to what is obviously the Infinity Gauntlet, they use like the back of Thanos and a little bit of the Magus. It's like, if you're gonna flash back, give him a little something,
Yeah.
Oh no! That's issue 30. Remember when he was traveling the multiverse and Thanos?
Yeah.
Anomaly yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And Maelstrom. Yeah.
Yeah, Maelstrom. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And he got flung into the new universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they even, I mean, not that they were together, but look, they even thought to include Kayla wearing that skirt.
Yes. Excellent work, Insidio, and whoever did the Kayla skirt thing. Of course, had you done anything less, your torture engines would be at work upon you.
But of course.
These watchers are notoriously difficult to catch. Had we not encountered that rogue watcher who gave us the means to outwit this fellow, sneaking upon him unawares would have been impossible. You may do with that watcher what you will, but I do not want him killed, and I do not want him to escape. Do you understand?
Yes, sire. Your will is my will. Krieg, Zardok, help me move this subject to the restraining cage.
Fabricant?
Here.
What is the status of Moon Thruster?
Ready for launch, sir. I'm just waiting for telemetry to signify we're in optimal position.
Excellent, Fabricant. Of all the Starblasters, you are my most trusted. We non-organics truly are superior peoples.
Yes, sir. I just got the signal. Shall I launch?
By all means.
The hatch opens and the payload drops like a seed from a tree. At 1,000 feet from the cargo bay doors, its booster rockets fire noiselessly. 40 seconds later, it impacts with the lunar surface with a mindless splash of moon dust and pulverized rock. Instants after the touchdown, the moon thruster belches to life. A blue geyser of energy over 20 miles high. Boy, you think you're getting somebody's attention? The moon's period of rotation is equal to its period of revolution about the Earth. Therefore, the same side of the moon always faces the Earth. The moon thruster is on the far side of the moon, but its plumage illuminates the hidden hemisphere, framing the face of the moon with a pale blue corona visible in Earth's night sky. And it only took us 16 pages to set that all up.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, I want to do this. All right, New York City. Who's that? Who's that?
Whoa.
Who is that? Who could that be?
Is that
Batman.
No, it's Moon Knight. All right. Where's the trigger? No.
Are you going to do him with an Australian accent?
Right.
Deployed your trump card, Trump. No.
I know. Oh, look, Moon Knight's punching Trump.
Yeah.
I was trying to look this guy up, because he's an old Daredevil villain, and I guess I remember him from an issue of Captain America. But yes, I guess he's like a trickster character. But yes, he's called Trump, like Trump card.
Trickster. Yeah.
You've played your Trump card, Trump, but it still doesn't beat my hand. Get it? Or my foot, for that matter.
Oh.
The lights and shadows tonight seem strange, off kilter. Everything has a blue cast to it. Is that some new kind of street lamp, or the moon? Something's going on up there. I can almost feel it. But this earthbound Moon Knight hasn't a clue what it is. See? Oh, sorry. Sorry about your luck, Moon Knight. I just pray someone does. Oh, Moon Knight's like, oh, I can't fix this. What powerful figure could fix this? I just pray someone does.
Someone with a very, very narrow chin. That's true. Yeah.
And whose hands are like twice the size of their head.
Yeah.
Jesus. I think that's you, Kayla.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Quasar, wait up.
Whoop. Sorry, Kayla. I wasn't paying attention to my flight speed. I was thinking about what we could try next to help you get rid of the Starbrand safely.
Oh, come up with anything?
Only with a list of all the cosmic entities I want to consult to see if they have any suggestions.
Cosmic entities. You mean aliens, right?
Yeah, kind of. In fact, I want to start with, hey, what's with that bluish haze around the moon? I should check it out. Tell you what, you wait at my apartment and now.
I want to come with you.
No, darling. Why does he call her darling? No, darling. I'm the superhero. You're the one who wants to get rid of her powers. Remember?
Yeah, take care, lover.
Ooh, she just took his darling and raised him a lover.
That's right.
Wow. This is post-second dates. Damn.
I know. Man, that Monster Island date really got her going.
Yeah.
Quasar flies off thinking, lover? Wow. But then Avengers headquarters, New York City. Someone's talking to Nick Fury.
I'll do it. Nick Fury, what can we do for you?
There's something funny going on the moon, and I don't mean just that blue glow. According to the readings from our satellites, the moon's gravitational pull on the Earth is getting stronger, and some of our brain boys figure that means the moon's getting closer to the Earth. We're scrambling to get a shuttle crew together to investigate, but maybe you Super Joes could do it a lot faster.
We'll see what we can do, Nick.
Peggy, contact our reservists. Captain Marvel. With Quasar off the team, she'll be the fastest Avenger we've got.
And at the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters, Salem Center, New York.
What is it, Professor? You're screening your thoughts for me.
Sorry, Gene. A reflex. As if we do not have enough to worry about. I now sense alien activity in our solar system, which threatens to encroach upon our our planet on a major scale.
Thanos again?
No, more of an unknown quantity than that. I sense members of a multitude of extraterrestrial races, among which are the venal Xenox.
What should we do?
I think I will contact Carol Danvers. She has had more experience in space than any of our X-Men.
And the Garnoff house somewhere in Siberia. And it's all translated from Russian.
Something is not right with the moon.
Looks lovely.
Translated from the Russian. So.
Yes. Looks lovely to me, a little bluish.
I've intercepted satellite transmissions. Unless the data is in error, the moon is moving toward us.
Father Garnoff, Mikhail and I have been to the moon before. I could use my dark force to transport us there.
Go then, Darks. All right. Is that you, Matt?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Go then, Darkstar. Vanguard, see what is amiss before return us forthwith. If the might of the entire cyber force is needed.
Instead of CYBER, it's SIBER, like Siberia.
I completely forgot about that.
I see you, dude. I see you. International incidents all over the place. Okay. Oh, and our friends, Project Pegasus, upstate New York.
I think you're Hyperion, right, Matt?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think, Zarda? There could be no doubt the moon has moved several feet out of orbit. It is only a matter of hours before the Earth starts to feel the tidal effects.
This sort of threat is not strictly within our purview. We'll have to get clearance from project officials.
Who is Power Princess?
I think that was hype, and then I think Matt read both of those, right? Yeah. So
okay. All right, sure. I had Arcana. Meanwhile, I'm going to fly there and see if I can determine the cause. Do the paperwork and have the rest of the squadron stand by. I'll be in touch. And then, be careful, Hyperion.
And then he agrees.
Man, Icarus is like
everybody is. I mean, Hyperion is hot. I mean, every guy is just holy crap.
Yeah.
Surprised Xavier wasn't like
jacked.
huge
calves.
This inexplicable lunar movement could spell vast environmental catastrophe for the Earth. Flooding, earthquakes, hurricanes.
We Eternals are historically too reluctant to involve ourselves with Earth welfare. One day, that reluctance may spell the end of the human race. Surely, Thena, you do not want that.
If you were asking my permission to investigate Icarus, you may do whatever you wish. It is my belief that this sphere is now teeming with superhuman beings of various origins, and our intervention is, as usual, unnecessary. Here, keep going. Seaside Amusement Park, New Jersey, where the foremost of the Inhumans have now gathered. Okay, who's going to be Black Bolt?
I got him.
Whereas you may be able to disguise yourselves to go among humankind, where Triton swims, he swims alone, into Nabor's book. Take care.
What is it, Lockjaw? Black Bolt, he seems to be baying at the moon. Perhaps he senses something amiss in Adelan. Black Bolt signals he wants to accompany Lockjaw alone. All right, then. Be careful, dear husband.
Wait, you can't pronounce those made-up words, Will?
No. Yeah.
All right. Oh, back to Monster Island, the South Atlantic. Last week.
All right. You were right, Warlock. There is some psychic disturbance emanating from the moon, but I don't believe that Thanos or any of your other cells are responsible.
Perhaps you are right, but I need to be certain. Pip, you will teleport us there.
Sigh, if you say so, Chief. And then somewhere between Earth and the moon, an alien Shi'ar ship circles after a recent mission on Earth.
See Nova #1 on sale now. Back then.
The shiny gold embossed cover. Captain, scanners pick up a number of human-sized blips exiting the Earth's atmosphere.
Do they appear to be in pursuit of us?
By their trajectories, it would not appear so. Furthermore, there is a starship on the other side of the moon, which has just released at least 2 shuttlecrafts.
This Majestrix has a special interest in this sector, Captain Osley. Permit me to fly reconnaissance.
She does.
Because there he goes.
Sir, unsanctioned use of the Stargate in the sector is a violation of Code 1-11-54C. Perhaps it would be prudent to notify Imperium Command and have the Imperial Guard put on alert.
Yes, do so, Astrogator Siani.
And on the far side of the moon, Quasar, I guess, quantum jumps in. Oh man, what am I looking at? Let me see if my quantum bands can get me a readout on the energy spewing out of that thing. But then, wait, I'm getting a tiny blip. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau.
Mm-hmm.
Better put an air tunnel between us so we can talk in this virtual vacuum. So there's like 2 bubbles around each head, and then almost looks like you're wearing a dumbbell.
Yeah.
Hey, Captain, good to see you.
He should have made quantum walkie-talkies.
Yeah, I know.
I forget who has ever played Rambo before.
I'll tell you. What are you doing here, Quasar? The Avengers believe you resigned so you could go off and control the universe.
I was doing that, but I had some business in this vicinity. And good thing, too, because this building-sized doohickey here is up to no good. I was just ready to search it for an entrance. You take that way, I'll take this. I guess that's Quasar state. So they're flying around it. This looks like a cross between a starship and a nuclear reactor. Energy scan indicates a wide wavelength array in that mile-high discharge.
So eerie without sound. Sure glad Quasar's here. He's had so much more outer space experience than I. What's this? A hatchway of some sort? Better signal Quasar before proceeding. I have no intention of blundering blindly into something I know nothing about. Like some dim-witted teenager in a horror movie.
But then...
oh, things coming out of the cylinder, being pulled inside.
Okay, I don't know if they're shiny. They're not quantum, but that grabs her.
Tentacles.
Tentacles? And it's not in, but it's across her navel.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'll put it across her navel.
If only I could discharge energy like I used to.
Hope CM is making out better than I am. Huh? Approaching energy signature. Oh, another guest star. Binary. Oh, future Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. Binary. Haven't seen her since the end of Galactic Storm. Glad to see she's back in fighting shape. The more the merrier. What the? Something's got hold of me. It can't quite penetrate my aura. Better go along with it, see what it is. My word, a whole bunch of Earth heroes all tangled together. There's Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, Warlock, and those 2 Russian mutants. None of them have a protective aura like mine, and they look like they're being violated by living dental drills. How can
I was just going to say, it looks like the tentacles are getting their auras in their faces. Hopefully not combined orifices. Fuck it, Lilith. Suck it, Lilith. Okay, live. You got it.
So, show us where the dentist touched you. How can I pull them out of here without ripping them all to ribbons? I've got to try something. First, expand my energy aura to hold off the tendrils. Now try attaching a quantum lifeline to who? I can't tow all of them out. All of them at once. Not carefully, anyway. I'll start with Captain Marvel. Try slicing off those tendrils with a scalpel-sharp energy beam. Then attach a tow line and pull like my life depends on it. We're out. And there's Binary. And who's behind her? Hyperion? Great. I'm going to need all the help I can get. And there's no air, so I'm doing all the thinking. I'll attach air tubes. Let them know what's happening. Unexpectedly. What? CM's cutting loose with a barrage of energy blast bolts. She's nailed Hype a good one. She must either be traumatized. See if you can subdue Captain Marvel. Binary, I'm going to rescue some people still inside this alien thing. See if you can subdue Captain Marvel. So he thinks it and says it.
I think that's just a double. You know.
Oh my God, this bad art's affecting the words.
Man.
So I guess Quasar and Hyperion are flying in. You okay, Hype?
Yeah. Just take it by surprise. A handful of super folks are trapped inside this thing, but my quantum aura should keep you from attack.
Wait,
Gee,
what?
Quaze.
What?
It's all one bubble.
I know.
Yeah, just take it by surprise.
A handful of super folk are trapped inside this thing, but my quantum aura should keep you safe from attack.
Gee, Quaze, I never knew you cared.
Yeah, we got it.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Literally. During my stay with the Avengers, after Operation Galactic Storm, I was told that this female Captain Marvel had lost her energy manipulation capacities. And she must have regained them because they're sure in evidence now. Of course, whatever power she manifests is no match for mine. For my power derives from the core of a blazing star. She's flinching from my stellar barrage. I think I've overwhelmed her. She's reeling. Yes, she's down. The question is, did I kill her? Hope not.
Meanwhile, on the Atlantic Ocean, we have splashdown, sire.
Camouflage screen still engaged.
Yes, we should have escape notice on all of their detection instruments.
Launch the shuttlecrafts.
Done, sire.
Oh, sorry, that should be Matt. Sorry, Matt.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
hard to tell
right.
these boxes, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Asylum, quarterback, do you read me?
I
I
read you.
redo.
Right here.
You know your missions. Do not fail. Our launch window is 0200 to 0400. Zardoc, telemetry report on the moon thruster.
There are at present 8 highly energized Earth beings inside the conversion chamber.
I'm surprised he didn't say that there were 8 ever-loving, highly energized beings.
He does look kind of
Thingish.
It's clobbering time for Earth, sir.
We have targeted Glancy Street. All right.
The moon. As we see Quasar and Hyperion, I guess, pulling out Dark Star and Black Bolt. Sure, I'm glad to have help in here, but it's still tough sledding trying to pull these guys to safety. So what are these things tangling us all up, really?
Managed to cover my face with this dark force so these tentacle creatures could not get inside my nose and mouth. But I wasn't fast enough to help poor Mikhail. While I appreciate Quasar's efforts, I'm not about to leave my brother behind.
And then is that Warlock?
Yeah, I think that's what Quasar has managed to maneuver within this dangerous environment I see. He need not come to my rescue when my soul gem makes me insusceptible to these tendrils' mental dominion.
Yeah, shut up, Warlock. You still need help.
Yeah, shut up, Warlock. Come on, man. We're trapped in there. Just shut it.
And Quasar's outside thinking, phew, outside at last. I was beginning to think I'd gotten all turned around. For some reason, hauling Darkstar out of there has been a lot harder than hauling CM. Wonder why. Lady, you okay?
I will be
as soon as I free Mikhail. Oof.
Hey, lady. Her brother's been subverted. And nearby. Who is it?
Aha! This edifice thrusting into the air appears to be the source of the lunar disturbance. And then, to the contrary, I see no Earth champions about to deal with the situation.
But then,
Zora's beard, what? All right, man in black, you're going to have to fend for yourself. I've got to help a fellow Eternal.
On another side,
What's this? Icarus?
oh,
Oh, okay. That was okay. That's really.
yeah, I know. They really bring that in there.
They met back in Quasar number 28, my Colonel.
Warlock? Yeah.
I have managed to wrench my way out of this quagmire device, but I am still no closer to determining its determining nature than I was before I entered it.
Jeez.
Assuming its nature. Yeah.
Because the text and the art are going downhill quickly. But before Warlock can even take his bearings,
You'll pardon me for a second where I kind of go.
yeah, blast, yeah, take him, Blackwell. Wow, several thousand meters away. Oh, metric system, come on. Who uses metric system? Come on.
What the F?
Infinity Crusaders, I guess. Eternals.
Darkstar's toe-headed brother knocked her for a loop. He must be under alien influence, same as CM. Better nail him before it, because it looks like he's, what is it? What's he making? Like a giant,
A giant Calgary Flames logo. It's like a C clamp.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. Better nail him before. Huh? He repelled my quantum pincers. I lost control over their cohesion. That's Vanguard's power. But Earth, more specifically, West End Avenue in New York City.
When's the last time Wendell's been home? Dust in this place must be half an inch thick. I am so bored. I almost feel like cleaning. Better not. Don't want him to think I'm going domestic on him. He'll never settle down on Earth. Not unless by some miracle we both lose our superpowers. Got to do something. I know. I'll take a nice, long, hot bath.
But then, interrupting, damn it. The Wrecker, the Skull Hugger.
Got it.
Release it already. The woman mustn't be allowed to react to us.
I know that. Something's sticking into me. Oh.
Goes over like her eyes into her mouth. You almost gave her time to direct her power, you jerk. Oh, wait.
I did not, you forearm freak.
Whoa. Oh, look, here comes Nova.
Hi, guys. You know we got a law against double parking.
The man called Nova.
That's all right.
Oh, and one against kidnapping ladies. And he, boom. Excellent. Ponytail flapping in the wind under the helmet.
His hair's almost as long as Kona's.
Yeah.
90s Nova.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I'm glad I noticed their unidentified aircraft swooping into the city. It's okay, man. You're in the ever-capable hands of Nova, the human rocket. You'll be safe up here while I see to... Lady? Holy, what's on her face?
Kodak, there. He has the uniform of the Zendarian Nova Corps. I thought they were all wiped out.
When we're
Which
done,
time?
Yeah, exactly. When we're done with him, they will be. And as Nova's forearms and thighs get bigger and bigger, the moon.
Come on, Ike. You're going to be okay. Ike, he's got that funny crustacean-looking thing on his head. What was Quaze telling me about it? Oh, yeah.
And elsewhere.
Knocked me back into the alien device, but I fought my way back out again. Now where? Circling around like a vulture. Okay, Inhuman. Perhaps a blast from my soul gem will help you regain your senses.
But even as Warlock's karmic energy strikes the mutant human, a cloud of highly charged electrons erupts from Black Bolt's antenna and travels along the karmic stream back to its source. Yes!
Pain. Intense. I have to override the alien parasite, augment my soul gem with my own personal energies.
The techno-organic creature explodes soundlessly under the onslaught.
He signals for a cessation in hostilities. I believe I have liberated his will.
Ha! Get
It
it?
says will.
Says Will.
Come, Inhuman. Let's get to the bottom of this lunacy.
And as he's thinking that, so is Black Bolt a mind reader all of a sudden?
He's dropping.
I don't know. Guess he's just saying it for his own benefit, or thinking of it for his own benefit.
All right, this is Nova or whatever.
Yeah. Who? Oh wait, isn't that Warlock? Is that Warlock?
Oh, yes, we're over there.
Oh, okay,
Two figures in combat. I do not recognize. Wait, that's Quasar. So which one is being controlled by the parasite? I believe it was this gentleman.
Warlock. Long time no see. Last week.
What is going on here? Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine. Looks like you can rescue minds from subversion. I know of at least 5 other people here. How about seeing who needs rescuing? I'm going to see what can be done about the moon mover itself. And nearby.
Wish I could extend the air-filled aura Quasar put around me.
Which we can't
Then
see.
then I could at least warn Icarus what I intend to do to him to get that creepy alien thing off his head.
Oh.
Okay, pal. Take a deep breath. And he grabs onto it. Because, like it or not, we're flying straight through the fiery blue exhaust of that reactor column. It may be working. The alien headpiece is melting. Quasar!
Hype. Gather everyone you can find. We've got to try to tip this propulsion unit on its side. And soon, we see was that Vanguard, Icarus, Warlock, Binary, Black Bolt, Hyperion, and Captain Marvel pushing against it.
Mm-hmm. That's you, Hype, I think.
Top of the page, yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. I managed to get nearly everyone together, but where's Quasar to give us a signal to start? Oh, well.
On the other side of the moon thruster, we see Quasar and Darkstar blasting it. Darkstar, help me dig out the ground on this side of it. Then it's starting to move. Come on, Hype. Get your guys to push. It's falling down. Just a few more feet. Whoa!
We did it.
And back on Earth. Will you hurry? You are the slowest power leech I've ever known.
Shut up. He's almost finished. There.
Now we must recover the woman. He removed her to a nearby building.
There is no hurry. She cannot recover from the skull hugger. See?
Put her in storage. Then let's quit this ugly gray world. Yeah, your mother. The moon?
Experiences. Okay, so we sent the moon pusher on its merry way.
It is not Thanos' doing. Wait, yeah. It is not Thanos' doing, not his style.
Anyone have the slightest idea who's behind all this? Well, then I guess there's nothing much left to do here. I'll go have this thing analyzed as he grabs one of the face huggers. Everyone have a way back? Good. Then let's stay in touch. As Gladiator's watching. 15 minutes later, back on Earth. Why, if he quantum jumped, couldn't he just jump right into orbit above Earth? And
Well, maybe he went the long way.
well, maybe
He took a few of the others home. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know.
or maybe hauling all that bulk. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
He's juicing, man.
He could have spent a little bit of time thinking about Kayla, because he was on the dark side of the room, and then he was thinking about Kayla. He's like, I wish you were here. And then it's a Pink Floyd reference, but I don't have the money to spend to write a better one.
I was waiting for Will to do it.
Some animals would get it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably something to do with the dark side of the moon. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So Blonde Hulk. I mean, Quasar's flying down. I know there's a big part of the picture I'm missing. After I check in with Kayla, I want to go back up there and search the entire site. Maybe I can come up with, hey, an ambulance and a bunch of people milling around. It's right near my apartment.
Oh, I'll be Speedball. Look, up in the sky.
Okay, enough of this. Look how Jack's speedball is. Come on.
Yeah, well,
It
like medicine ball.
looks almost as big as Rage. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Rage in his new costume. Wow. It looks like a cross between NFL Super Pro, and Bane and the Legion of Doom, the wrestlers. Little hint of Jason Voorhees and the War Machine costume.
It's 9. It's 9. You throw in some Night Watch too.
Yeah, right.
Quasar flies down. The New Warriors. What's happened?
Hey, you were in our first issue of the background of one panel once. They did a whole podcast about it just because of you.
Get ready up for 6 buddy.
Our buddy Nova got smeared in a fight with a couple of bad ETs. They were hassling some chick.
Excuse me a moment as he goes up to the window. Kayla, my window's broken. She's gone. Is this all a coincidence? Or is that business on the moon just a smokescreen to get me off Earth so someone could grab the Starbrand?
What a last panel.
Continue next week in Quasar 54.
That's right.
All right. If anyone can form a coherent thought, what did you think of this issue?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay. How many characters can we cram into this issue who aren't A-list? Come on.
Yeah. The editor just didn't seem to have his eye on the ball. I mean, there were so many little things that slipped by.
Yeah, the art again wasn't my favorite, but just the story. Do you think it was a rush job because it's like an extra sized issue? So I mean, basically Grunwald's writing like 2 Quasars a month all of a sudden, and there's so many characters in this issue.
I don't know. I mean, Herb Trippy's a good artist. I think.
Again, is it a rush job?
I think he was trying to be more. Image had just popped at this point, I think. So he was trying to be something he was not. And, it's the thing about style is your shortcuts. Well, trying to ape somebody else's style, you don't know what their shortcuts are, and you get things like this. So, I mean,
I think you're right about the image thing because like pretty much every guy in here looks like Rob Liefeld, Captain America.
Yeah.
D-cups and all. I mean,
yeah. I mean, there are flashes of non-lousy, blown-out characters. Like, even like the panel above the final panel. Even though Quasar's shoulders and traps are massive, it doesn't look like that bad. It looks like there's some parts that look just like an 80s or a 90s comic would look.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a little bit jacked up on steroids and yeah, like little weird things like Quasar. I don't know, that little mistakes here and there that distract you from the story. It really wasn't as crazy convoluted, at least in the first issue, as I remembered it, and it went by pretty fast, like fast and easy. I know that obviously they're setting up a lot of stuff, and there's these new villains. It's kind of a mystery to it, and yeah, like way too many little characters that you're hoping that to pay attention to because they've been involved in the story leading up to this or in Quasar's his life so far. But I mean, just throwing in the New Warriors seems like some sort of forced because like the New Warriors was like a pretty popular book back then, and so they were trying to force that a little bit at the end. I don't know, but there's definitely too many cooks in the kitchen, and not all of them were tasting the sauce. Let's just say, or maybe they were tasting too much of the other stuff. Just pointing it out, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and if this was supposed to, reinvigorate the Quasar title, I mean, I just don't.
Again, it's like, the art and it just seemed like there was too much going on in this issue, and then like the whole Starblast crossover just got out of hand. It's like,
and we have that list, right? The text Matt posted it in our private chat, and I think I wrote it up as a text list so we can figure out which parts go where and label them correctly. This is Starblast Chapter 1 or Part 1. We're fairly certain.
and it says continued in Quasar 54, which I have next.
Which should have a big 2 on it, right? Who does number 2 work for? Sorry.
That's right, boy. The show moves boss. What's it say for part 3? Because I have Secret Defenders number 11.
Let's see.
I feel like the list that Phil posted in the list that was the publication date release was pretty close. There was just like a couple things that were really different.
Namor 46 says it's just a tie-in.
Yeah. I mean,
so Starblast number 2 is part 4. Is that right? Or are all of these?
I mean, after Quasar 54, I have Secret Defenders 11, Namor 46, and then Namor 47, Fantastic Four 385, Namor 48, Fantastic Four 3. So basically, you get the Secret Defenders and all the Namor and Fantastic Fours out of the way, and then you go to Starblast 2. At least I have it on the list. I went looking like a week or two ago, and like. No one can agree on, I mean, internet, but no one can seem to agree. I've seen like at least 3 different versions of this list, and none of them are the same.
Well, we are here to answer this burning question. We will.
Ooh.
Totally answer it.
All right. So should we get to some Ray feedback?
Of course.
All right. All right, let's see. So Ray seemed to have a good old time with this issue. So let's see what he thinks. Ray, I hope you didn't give this thing like an A+ or something. All right, here we go. Feedback from Ray from last time on a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her. The Spider-Woman podcast, and of course, as you know, Into the Night,
the
Moon Knight podcast. Yes. So. Here we go. Sit back and relax for the next 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Listen to the smooth, dulcet tones of Ray.
Hello, Matt, Will, and Phil. This is Ray. Gonna drop in some thoughts for Starblast number 1.
Starblast,
a mighty jewel in the Marvel canon. I'm just gonna. Oh my F and G, what the hell? This was an interesting read. Look, if you scrape away, I think let's say the lesser glorious material, such as the villains, the people within Starblast, largely forgettable. Fabricant, Skeletron, I can't even remember the other names. Their designs are, how shall I say, 90s-esque in the probably not the best possible way. But if you scrape away all of that, what you have here for issue 1, I think, is a pretty interesting concept from Grunwald. So I'm still banding the Grunwald flag here, the banner. But yeah, the idea of this device pulling the moon, I guess, towards the Earth was a really interesting idea. And oh yes, we get Mooney in here, baby. Really, it was such a surprise seeing Moon Knight there. I actually used it for a little guess where competition in our ITK Facebook group.
Punching.
But anyway, great to see Moon Knight there because it's connected to the moon, this whole incident. But in addition to all that, we get to see all these Marvel characters, all these cosmic characters, and I really enjoyed seeing the likes of the Eternals, Inhuman. We get a little bit of the Shi'ar with Gladiator there as well. Who else do we get? We get like a bit of the Squadron Supreme with Hyperion. We got Quasar, Captain Marvel. I just really and the Infinity Watch as well. I really enjoyed actually seeing all of them kind of come together and I like the way that the Watcher was tied. Iwata was tied into, I guess, the instigation of the plans of Starblast, which I guess we'll see come to fruition in the latter issues. But yeah, so I tried to distill a lot of the hullabaloo and tried to get into, I guess, the essence of the story, and it's a pretty decent one. I love the fight scenes as well. It's kind of a bit of body horror. Those tendrils, sparkly tentacles, wrapping the heroes and incapacitating them quite easily. I mean, you've got the big hitters like Black Bolt. Adam Warlock manages to free himself, as does Quasar, but they certainly have a lot of trouble trying to rescue the rest of them. Also Cyberforce. I thought that was pretty cool. Vanguard and Darkstar. Interesting characters there as well. I always like Russian contingents. But yeah, this was a fun issue, I must say. I really enjoyed it. And a small quibble, I just hoped, wished that the antagonists were maybe a little bit better designed. Admittedly, Grunwald threw a lot of these new characters at us during this time, but it just seems to give them a disposable nature. I mean, they've got no backstory. They seem quite shallow. There's a little bit of introductions to them. I want to see Skeletron take on Skeletor. You know. Anyway, this is going to be a fun one to listen to you guys read through. I'll keep it at that. But I'm invested. I can say that I'm invested in this, and I'll wait to see read the subsequent issues. All right, catch up.
Sounds like a plan, Jan. I mean, I think Ray's got a good point. I think now that he mentions it, I think one of the big weaknesses of this story is like the antagonist. I mean, do we care about these bad guys?
Well, and I would, I still beat the Grunwald drum too, but
yes,
I would question the really slow burner opening of this, and just because it was 15, 16 pages until we really got into it was something happened, and it actually almost began kind of like a disaster movie. Here's some people, they're all seeing the disaster happening, and maybe that was what he was going for, but I mean, it's a Quasar crossover. We need to see the hero sooner, I feel like, but
yeah,
you can't win them all, right?
Exactly. I mean, just after Maelstrom, and I mean, how many great villains did we get? And just like maybe off the back of Barishkagao, and now we get this. And it's just like,
I mean, the Soul Eater was a good 2-issue villain. Maelstrom was awesome. We had some, the Stranger and Overmind and Journeys into Mystery.
Yeah, this whole laboratory world. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had the Presence, and as a fake out villain. After that, we had, I didn't really care much for the Marvel Boy stuff.
I mean, even those early issues. I mean, you got Quantum. Oh, our boy the Angler. Absorbing Man. Red Ghost.
Death Urge.
Terminus.
Venom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a page and a half. Yeah.
I mean these. Yeah, Ray's onto something. I think the villains just don't seem that.
They seem cartoony, almost like a Power Ranger bad guy or something.
They don't seem like they should be able to hold back a force composed of Quasar, Black Bolt, Hyperion,
Adam Warlock,
Icarus.
Yeah.
Binary. Yeah.
You got Inhumans, Eternals. You got the Protector of the Universe. Yeah.
Former Supreme Being of the universe. I know he likes to
Current
put that out there.
current Captain Marvel, future Captain Marvel. It's like,
Yeah.
Of course, in defense of Grunwald, he didn't have them go up against the bad guys. He had them go up against something the bad guys set up. Right?
It's like the and then that's like the whole premise of the Namor and Fantastic Four issues. It's just like a device. Jeez.
Yeah.
A plot device. Oh my
That's
God.
spelled PLAUGHT. That's where they bought it from. The planet of plot. The plot.
But this with the end of this issue, we've started down the road to Kayla's final fate too.
That is true. That is true. Because he did say the new universe. The Watcher said that in the beginning in his god awful monologue.
Yeah.
Multi-page monologue.
Because I won't.
Did you notice how that they said, yeah, we met that rogue Watcher and he told us how to sneak up on another Watcher? I'm like, they just slipped it in there. I'm like, really? No, it can't be that easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell, Aaron the Watcher will sell on anybody for some fruit snacks or something. Jeez.
That's right.
That's always the Rogue Watcher, isn't it? That Aaron dude.
I think so. Of course, then Quasar met up with the.
Oh yeah, all those other Watchers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one he got in a fist fight with. Yeah.
That is true.
All right. Anything else?
So it's not as bad as I remember it, but
it's not good either.
It's not great.
I mean, I like I said, Ray, I think showed us some more cracks in the foundation here. It's like the villains aren't really that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the. What are some of the? What's the last good villain that was created in the Marvel universe?
I mean, at the time of this publication.
I mean, even now. I mean,
Moon Knight. He beat all the Avengers.
Red Goblin.
Red Goblin.
When Osborn had the Carnage symbiote. Oh my god. Oh yeah. They're doing something original in the coming up in a few issues for Amazing Spider-Man 850 because they pull out the big numbers when it gets to 50. The Green Goblin's going to return. How original.
Okay.
Although I believe Norman's running Ravencroft now. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that. That's a good question, Will. I mean, I'm not really as avid a new comic reader, so I couldn't say. But I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, nothing's jumping out at me. Nothing where God, this is so awesome. This is such an awesome villain. Like a new one.
Yeah, and I can't think of one of late. Of course, I haven't been reading a lot of late of recent Marvels, so I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, there you go. Everyone, write in. Tell us who the best new villain on the block is.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Anything else on this one, Matty Conan? Got any final thoughts on this one?
No. I think that everything. I echo the sentiments about the art, the convolutedness of the story. There's a lot going on, but I'm in for the ride. It wasn't as bad as I remembered it. I'll say that. I had fun doing the read through. So I'm bored to make it the best of it.
All right, we'll work on the order of this thing, but definitely next week will be Quasar 54.
Yeah.
We
could do the thing that there's a show on CBS All Access. It's like a crime show where you can watch the episodes in any order you choose. Maybe we'll just record them all and then release them all on the same day, and then
it's a mosaic.
That's just created too much work for us, so let's not do that.
It would be like a 10-hour episode, but we get Starblast done in it real quick.
Yeah.
Well, a real quick marathon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One full day. All right. So let's get out of here. We're gonna
All right, guys.
We're gonna have to do more Starblast later.
Oh,
All right.
one thing that didn't get appreciated was I like that the person who got the best of the Watcher was the Monitor.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Sucking Lilith.
Oh, nice.
Sucking Lilith.
Well, was it the Monitor or was it his auntie? His auntie. His auntie monitor.
Auntie monitor.
All right, everyone. All right, yeah. Auntie monitor. That was my joke. So.
Sucking Lilith.
All right. Anyway, so Starblast has just begun, unfortunately. So send your thoughts. Be like Ray. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find links to all of our stuff. You can watch this video on our YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Links to our Star Trek Patreon, merch, everything, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And when you go to buy that and more on Amazon, use the link for Southgate right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, this network, and Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. What did you say? So says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants.
Matt Kona.
You can find me kicking Rob Southgate in the pants at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Sucking Lilith. And check if you like Star Trek, check out the Patreon. Give us a couple bucks, and you can listen to something that nobody else on this dark side of the moon can listen to without Patreon.
See you later, bunkies.
Will Allred, Master of the Quantum Zone.
You can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and all those places. You can also find my self-published comic with artist Gene Gonzalez and letterer Russ Wooten at diaryofnight.com. You can also subscribe to the newsletter. And you can find all kind of cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Exactly.
Look at the party. I love the party.
Love the live read. Gets you so much fun stuff. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ray. All right, everyone. Again, Quasar 54 and closer to 60. That's Namors and Fantastic Fours will slow us down. So yes, join us next week. Quasar 54. Before we get that egotistical windbag Namor.
If Namor and Warlock are in the same panel, will it explode?
Oh, my blood pressure will explode. Oh man, can't believe you put that in my head. All right, everyone. Again, come back next week, part 2, Starblast. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it moony.